That's it. So while you're there, just feel the shoulders nice and wide on the mat. Make sure your feet are pointing forwards and that you can feel your big toe, little toe and heel. Nicely earthed, that's better, Caroline. Just relaxed. We'll work on the shoulders to release off, as I like to. Just get rid of any tension. So hold your arms either by your wrists or by your elbows, depending on how much flexibility you've got. Breathing in, you just tap down to one side, trying to keep both shoulder blades on the floor. Breathing out, start engaging the abs, draw the elbows back across the body to the center, and then breathe in to go over to the other side. So breathe out, back over your chest, breathing in to tap down. And have a play with where your hand position is. If you're really pulling yourself and drawing your shoulders off the mat, hold closer to your wrists. So it very much depends on the flexibility of the shoulders and also how much chest we have. And how you're feeling each day. And gradually, if you warm up, you might find you get a little bit more movement so you can release the stretch a bit further. That's looking very flexible, Maud. Lovely. Good. One more to each side. And then we'll take that into a clock. So as you tap down to one side, bring the arms up towards your head. If you can take them over your head, but make sure you're not popping your ribs. Around to the other side, and then back in front of the chest to reverse the direction. Tapping down in a nice straight line, bringing everything up and over and round. And then back to center, reversing the direction each time. So I'm watching for ribs and abs popping up. You really want to keep those down and earthed onto the mat. And really start to use some breath. Take a whole breath in to start the circle, a whole breath out for finish maybe. And one more in each direction, or balance yourselves up. And then arms up towards the ceiling. Palms can face each other to start with. And then draw the elbows towards the side of your body, turn the palms towards you, and then press on the mat and the floor behind. And you want to think shoulder to elbow pressing, and then breathing in, reach up to the ceiling. So breath out. And if you want to make a fist, please do. So it's our pulling straps. So you pull something from the ceiling, bend the elbows, and you're pressing into the mat. So you're lifting your heart ever so slightly off the mat as you press behind. And again, this is lovely to release the tension around the shoulders, around the front and back, and to get a tiny bit of back extension. And the power you feel doing it against the mat and resisting it is very similar to what we're trying to get when we're just standing doing this, pulling the imaginary straps. That's good. And again, use your breath, breathe out, get some real power as you pull down towards the body and into the mat behind. Keeping nice and wide on those shoulder blades at all times. Keeping the bottoms on the floor, which you're all doing. 2 more. And a final time, real breath out as you pull arch ever so slightly that upper back. Lovely. And then arms nicely placed by your side. We'll move on to pelvic tilts to continue warming up. So very small to start with, breathing out, drawing in the tummy button towards the spine, curling the pubic bone towards you. Little breath in to hold and breathing out. Place yourself down. So nice and slowly to start with. And nice and small and controlled. Really start warming up the lower back. Keeping the pubic bone curled towards you all times until the very last moment as you unpeel. Using your breath, breathing out, peeling off. Little breath in to hold. And then breathing in, place yourself back down. And come up a little higher this time as you breathe out, peel off mid-back level. Little breath to hold and then breathe in. Place yourself down, unpeeling at the pubic bone pelvis at the very last moment. One more at this level, then we'll take it up to shoulder blades. That's it. You're all looking very stable around the knee area, which is brilliant. So bra strap level. If you want to bring your arms up as you go this time, please do. Breathing out, peeling off. Bring your arms up to the ceiling. Reach there as you breathe in. Leave them there as you breathe out. Soften through the chest, placing that upper back, middle back, lower back down onto the mat. And then arms back down by your sides. One more of these. Breathing out, peeling off. Taking the arms up with you. Breathing in, wide and full. Breathing out, peeling down, piece by piece. And arms by your sides. We'll go again, keep the arms down, breathing out, peeling off. Coming up to bra strap level. Then drop one hip towards the floor. It won't reach the floor. And then you're just going to peel down that side of the spine. Straighten yourselves up at the center and then drop back the way you came and peel off that side of the spine as well. Breath into hold and center and then drop the other hip. So you peel down on the other side, upper back, middle back, lower back, exactly the same thing. Pubic bone keeps curled towards you until the last moment when you center and then come back up the way you came down. So we're starting to isolate and use the sides of our bodies a little bit more. Again, trying to keep the knees as stable as possible. There will be some movement. I know mine were wafting over to one side quite a bit. Try and minimize that and get that slight twist through the waist, through the abs and the obliques. Keeping the shoulders nice and relaxed on the floor. And then one more to balance yourselves up. Very nice. So working down the bodies, we'll open up the hip. Same thing really. So you're going to drop one knee out towards the floor at the side. Keep the abs engaged. Keep both bum cheeks on the floor to extend the leg away. Turn the knee back to the ceiling, draw it back in. So breathing in to drop the knee out to the side, breathe out to extend the leg, breathe in to turn it to parallel, breathing out to bring it back to center. Two more on this leg in this direction. Nice and slow, keeping control of the abdominals all times and using them. So we're going to be using them quite heftily in a minute. Then change direction. So extend the leg away first, then rotate at the hip to turn the knee out. Breathe out to draw the leg back in and breathe in to close back up again. And again, extending turning the knee out, drawing it in, using the abs. That's it, lovely. Good. Nice and slowly, Elaine. One more. And then change sides. So starting with the knee dropping out to the side. Breathing in, extend it away. No, breathing out first, wasn't it? Sorry. I should just focus on watching what you're doing because you're doing brilliantly. Out to the side, extend it away. Breathe it in to turn to parallel, breathing out, drawing it up. That's it. Hopefully we're doing 4 on each side, so I've lost count because I'm lost my thread. So I think it's one more of these, and then change the direction. Straightening away and turning out and bringing it back to the start. Lovely. Using your whole breath. Good. Final time. And hopefully we're feeling nice and warmed up now. And just double check where your feet are, make sure they're nice and flat, knees to the ceiling. We're going to have arms hovering off the floor, nod the chin, tummy buttons drawing in to curl you up into that little curl up, tailbone stays down. As you breathe in, lift the arms to the ears and then curl back down and circle the arms around, ready to go again. Breathing out, nod the chin, draw up through the abdominals to pull you up. Breath in, arms to the ears, breathing out, peeling back down and circle the arms around. I'm going to watch this and need those chins nodded. Use the abs to curl up so you're not using your back and your chest. That's it, good. Nodding the chin, curling up, that's it. Arms to the ears as you breathe in and hold and breathe out, sliding back down again. That arm circle, good. Few more, breathing out, nodding the chin, curling up, hovering the arms. That's it. That's it, Caroline, lovely. One more. And on this last one, we're going to stay up there. So nod the chin, slide the arms forward. We'll go into 100. So if you want to take legs off, let's do that. Then breathe in 2, 3, 4, 5, out 2, 3, 4, 5, in 2, 3, 4, 5, out 2, 3, 4, 5. Keep beating from the armpit. Keep curling the chest as high as you can. Keep drawing down through the abdominals. If you want to have a hand behind your head, please do so. If you want to put your feet down at any point, please do so. If you want to take it up, extend your legs away more. And you have to hold through the abs, do brilliantly. I can see everyone's working through the arms, through the abs, nearly there. Out 2, 3, 4, 5, in 2, 3, 4, 5, out 2, 3, 4, 5, in 2, 3, 4, 5, out 2, 3, 4, 5, and lie back. Hug your knees in. Well done. Good work. Let's stay here then. So legs in tabletop. Extend your knees slightly further away from your body and drop your feet slightly lower. Arms loosely by the floor, or you can have them up if you want extra challenge. We will work the obliques. So we're going to drop one knee out to the side. Breathing out, squeeze it back. Very simple. But after a couple, you will start feeling those muscles around the sides of your body doing some work. And we're working on the same side. I'd like 5 on each side. trying to keep the other knee nice and solid, keeping backs of both bottoms on the floor. That's it, good, Elaine. If you can, separate the feet and have a little rest in between, obviously, if you want to. Good. Then when you've done your 5 on each leg, hands behind head, we're going to put the feet down first, curling up, so nodding the chin, curling up, bringing legs back into tabletop, readjust the position so the knees are slightly further away and the feet are dropped, and the same thing. I'll go the other way for me. So you've got nothing holding you down. 5 on each leg, so you're keeping, oh, if I can, curled up. And separating the feet, so you're taking the whole leg out to the side. That's it. Yes, you really have to hold it there. Good. Keep drawing in the abs, so tummy button through the spine, nailing you down to the mat. 5 on each leg. And then when you've done, lie back so I can see who's finished. That's it. So stay lying down. This time, bring the legs into tabletop, and you can have them angled away or up to the ceiling, wherever you want to be. Legs nice and long. Same thing. So arms down, shoulders wide. Breathing in to take the leg out to the side. Breathing out to close it up. Again, 5 on each side. Keeping those abs glued down. That's it. Don't take it too far if you feel you lose control. Really important to keep your back safe with these legs long. So keep drawing in through the tummy button. Think about being nailed to the floor from your center. Shoulders nice and wide. And again, when you've done, hug your knees in, because you know what's coming next. Lovely, Caroline. So hands behind your head, curling up, legs into tabletop, legs extended to the ceiling, same thing. Final time, 5. All the time, those abs pulling in. So 5 on each leg, because I find certainly going to my right, which might be your left if you're looking at me, I find I'm very unstable. So have a little play. That's it. Really keep control, so don't make it too big. Oh, well done. Good. Wow. As we're all curled up like a little ball, let's roll like a ball. So from there, use momentum if you can. Nod the chin, curl up, press your shins away a little bit, and then just rock forward and back till you find your balance point, and then rocking backwards and forwards, hopefully in a straight line. If you know this isn't your bag and you can't do it yet and you're not happy, or if your floor is too hard, just find a balance point. Come to sitting and just rock on your pelvis, nice and slowly, trying to challenge yourself using your abdominals. That's it. Caroline, hold your closer to your ankles, I think. Yeah, no cheating. Okay, Maud, is your floor okay for your back? So hold near your ankles. Your knees can be slightly wider. You want to stay in a ball shape. rocking backwards without hitting your head. Oh my God, I can't do it. How embarrassing. That is my mat on my reformer, not me. Let's see your balance, Elaine. Good. One more of whatever you're doing. And then we'll sit nice and tall. Half roll backs, arms out in front, shoulders nicely down. From here, we're going to breathe in and hinge, breathe out, send the tailbone away, open the arms if you find that point that's really difficult to hold through the abs, then breathe out, curling forward and sitting tall, ready to hinge as you breathe in. Breathe out, curl away, breathe in and hold, opening your arms. Use that squeezing, breathing out to help come back up to sitting as tall as you possibly can. That's it. And again, breathe in to hinge. Breathe out, send the tailbone away, open the arms out to the side just for extra challenge. You're not lying down, Maud, are you? No, you're holding yourself at a little hover above the mat. Sitting tall, good. Hinge as you breathe in, breathing out. Sliding down just to a point you have to hold. That's it. And curling forward. One more like this. And breathing into hinge. Breathe out. Sliding down. This time I will allow you to go all the way to the floor because we're going to do 3 roll ups again. So Elaine, focus on the rolling back. Arms overhead, nodding the chin, arms to the ceiling. You start curling up, using the abdominals all the way, curling forward, sitting tall. So the same thing, sending the tailbone away, using the abs, curling down if you need to hold on to the back of your thighs instead, or have the knees bent up. Do that. That's it, Elaine. Send the tailbone away. Good. Roll over onto your side, come to sitting, and then focus on going backwards again. And we'll do one more for everybody. That's it, Maud. Lovely. Good, Caroline. That's it. And final time, coming back up to sitting. Oh, sorry, just kicked my phone off. And we will sit nice and tall, ready for more obliques. So get your bum out the way, legs nice and wide, ready for the thaw. And we're going to add some arm circles onto this as long as you're happy. So toes pointing to the ceiling, getting as straight back as possible. Breathing in to rotate. Breathe out, back hand down, reach and saw off the little toe. Arm up to the ceiling and circle round. Ready for the other side. So you might want to send your arms slightly further behind you. So you think lifting the heart each time. Getting some nice opening through the body. Still focusing on some breath. So breathing out to reach for your toe, breathing in to bring the arms back and round. That's it. That's it. Good, Elaine, good. Everyone focus on keeping the bums down though, which is always the challenge of the saw. So we're really getting those obliques and side muscles working. Good. Up and over. Very nice. One more to each side. Then sit tall again, staying held up through your abs with those legs wide, and we'll do 3 arm circles. Keeping the ribs down, keeping the abs engaged. Last one, and then from there, you can take your hands behind you, and if you want to actually come onto the forearms, and we'll work on our hip twist. So you want to stay with the heart lifting, abs and sides of your bodies engaged. We'll start very quickly with toes on the floor And it's just rocking those toes from side to side, keeping the abs down, just to get that movement into our bodies. From there, lift your legs into tabletop. Think wide at the shoulders, and same thing, so rocking from side to side. Let's add on an extension. So we're going to rock 1, 2, 3, straighten the legs, and then bend 1, 2, 3. You straighten the legs the other way, and bend, and 1, 2, 3, extend and straighten. That's it. 1, 2, 3, extend. Final time. 1, 2, 3. Make sure you're not sinking into your shoulders. If it's getting too much, you can lie down. I don't mind. We're going to try with the long legs completely now. So think wide shoulders and over to the side. And just keep wafting a little bit. Keeping those abs down. And then let's circle, final exercise. So the full thing, you circle those legs around and then circle them the other way. If it's, again, too much, seriously, you can bend the knees and you can lie down as well. As long as you're not arching your back, make it a small double leg circle as you need to. And just one more in each direction because it's a toughie, real advanced tough one. And then you can hug your knees in. Oh, well done, because that is a real tough one. But haven't finished yet. As you're lying down, or Elaine, as you're sitting up, it doesn't matter. We'll do 3 more roll-ups. So hands behind your head, arms to the ceiling, nod the chin, back up through, using those muscles, sitting tall. Elaine, bend your knees, sit tall, focus on rolling back, so hinge, send the tailbone away, hold on to the back of your thighs, keep them there, and gradually send yourself down, roll over onto the side, ready to come up. Everyone else, if you're happy to, you're flexing your feet as you come up, using those abdominals. That's it. I'll watch the last one again. That's it. You can hold on to your sides, Elaine. Just, I'm worried about you banging into the floor. You're nearly there. You're getting better and better. That's it, Maud. Good, Caroline. Nice and easy. This time, final time, roll back down onto your backs, then roll over onto your sides. I was going to say for a little light relief. Nice long legs. We'll do our double leg lift. Find that nice side position. So you're drawing up through the abdominals, shoulder, underneath shoulder, drawing down your back. Angle your feet so you can see them out of the corner of your eye. Make sure they don't go behind you as you breathe out to hover and lift. Breathe in to lie down. Breathing out to hover and lift. Breathing in to place yourself down. That's it. So thinking of the inner thighs. And if you feel anything in your back and your neck, just turn your head to look at the floor as you lift. That's it. That's good. Caroline, I think, can lean slightly further forward. It looks to me, it might be the camera angle that you're rolling backwards, but that might just be position of the camera. Keep those shoulders nice and relaxed. That's lovely. Maud, you don't need to lift the head up so high, even though you're doing brilliantly and looking really stable. Just a little hover, and that's just enough to challenge. That's beautiful, yes. Good. Breathing out, remember to draw in the abdominals. Hovering. Elaine, look at the floor. That's it, lovely. 2 more. Yes. Final time, it's that inner thigh squeezing to lift the leg up. And then from there, lift the top leg, give it a little stretch away, underneath waist drawing up. Keep it there, and then squeeze that inner thigh, the underneath leg, to lift and lower. So remember, the feet are not doing anything, they're just at the end of your leg. Lifting and lowering. Oh yes, gorgeous, very nice. Breathing out to lift that underneath leg, holding that top leg still, keeping it straight as you possibly can. Shoulders nice and relaxed. Good. And 3. And 2. And final 1. And then keep that top leg at hip height, straighten it away again, and we'll do 8 little circles in each direction. So imagining you're drawing a nice, beautiful circle on the wall beyond. Make sure you're keeping it in a range that you can control without rocking your body all over the shop. So 8 one way, and then 8 the other. So yes, there might be a little bit of screaming in the hip going on, but give it a little rub and say thank you. And then when you've done, bend your knees up. You can either stay down for the shell, or if you want to, come up onto your forearm and a little bit of side planking, whichever version you want to do. So stay down or stay up. And then from there, breathing out to open and breathing into close. So you're not sinking into your shoulder if you're up on your forearm. You're thinking drawing up. Imagine you've got a hoist round the underneath waist. And it makes me work harder at the opening, and I can really feel it around the back and the side of my bum into the top of the hamstring and the glute medius. So I like it up here. I feel I'm doing more work. Elaine, you look like you want to be fed grapes. Think tall a little bit with the body. That's it. So you're not just sinking and feeling really comfy. You're working hard. 2 more. That's it. Fabulous. Final time. And then we'll side plank and twist. So from here, you can either stay on your knees, crossing the top leg over the underneath leg, and breathing out, lift yourself up again, arm to the ceiling, and twist it under. If you want the full one, Caroline, extend the legs slightly, arm out to the side, think up onto your arm, shoulders wide, arm to the ceiling, and again, rotating under and peeling off and coming down. That's it. Oh, lovely. And again, breathing out, squeeze the legs together, hoist from underneath, arm to the ceiling, rotate to look underneath your armpit and back up and down. 1 more, whichever you're doing, staying down, hoisting up, that's it, arm to the ceiling, rotate the upper body underneath the armpit. That's it, fabulous, Elaine. Reach for the ceiling again and down. Lovely. Whoa. Good, good, good. Scoot over onto the other side. Nice long legs. Double leg lift to start with. So set yourself up nice and long underneath arms. Think about drawing the underneath shoulder down. Hip over hip. Knee over knee. And when you're ready, breathing out, lifting both legs. Hovering the head, looking at the mat. If you need a hand in front for balance, do. That's it. So really keeping those legs squeezed together, and it's the underneath leg doing the heavy lifting. And think nice and long as well. Someone's pulling the legs away from you, pulling your head away from you. It's in a beautiful long line. That's it. More, try and make this one a little smoother. Think lengthening as you breathe. Yes, good. Lovely, Elaine. That's it, Caroline. And I'll have 2 more. Breathing out underneath waist, drawing up. Remember, looking at the floor if you've got any tension in the neck. And final time. And then lifting the top leg to hip height, keeping it there, squeezing with the inner thighs. You breathe out to lift the underneath leg, breathing into lower. That's it, making sure you're not rocking back. So just angle yourselves forward a bit. I think everybody, there's a little bit of cheating going on. Caroline, keep that top leg held up. It seems to drop a little bit. I'm being very picky. That's it. Don't forget the abs, everyone. Shoulders, just make sure they're nice and relaxed. And again, 3 more. Breathing out to lift, breathing into lower. Final time, breathing out to squeeze it up. Breathe it into lower. And then stretch that long leg away again, keeping at hip height. And 8 little painful circles. Tiny, controlled, keeping the body stable, just stirring pain in that hip joint. Think really lengthening it away each time. It will really help keep everything under control. So 8 in each way. And yes, then when you're done, give that top hip some thanks. And set yourself up for the shell, however you like to do it. So staying down, heels in line with your bottom, coming up onto your forearm. And if you want to, coming up into a little side plank as well, making sure that shoulder's away from the ears and breathing out to open, breathing in to close. So find a position that you're happy with, that you're working to control, not having any rolling back of the body. Using your breath, breathing out to open and breathing in to close. Good. Being up on that forearm if you've got the waist lifted as well. Keep that hoist happening. Obviously, I'm doing more than normal maybe, just to get those side muscles, the obliques, kicking in and doing their job, challenging the rest of you. 3 more. It's my number today. Final one. And we'll move on to the side twist. So again, either stay down, cross the top leg over the underneath leg if you want to, coming up, long arm. You know what you're doing, Caroline. Then breathing out to lift arm to the ceiling. Rotate just the upper body so you're getting that twist in the waist. Untwist and down. And yes, nice long up onto the side of your body, arm to the ceiling, twisting upper body, unpeel and down. That's it. I'm watching. Final two. Good. Really nice, everyone. Final time. Breathing out, think, reaching up and away from your legs, arm to the ceiling, twist underneath, unpeel, and sit and relax. Oh, brilliant. Good. We will go on to our fronts. So we'll do some arrow, then swan dive. So if you've got a cushion or a pad for underneath your forehead for comfort, please use it. We'll start with the arrows. It's so nice for the back extension. Think about tailbone reaching away from you, legs stay glued to the mat, shoulders reach forward. As you breathe in, you lift the shoulders. As you breathe out, you slide them down your back to hover your arms, keeping the pelvis on the mat. Breathing in, thumbs to the ceiling, and then breathing out. Allow everything to drop back to the start. So breath in to lift the shoulders, breathing out, reach and hover. Breathing in, rotate thumbs to the ceiling, and breathing out. Place yourself down. So the lower back, the bottom, the legs do nothing. You're just extending the upper back, thinking a nice long, low hover. That's it, using your breath. More again, don't think you have to come up so high. Really focus on the top of the back from the neck, just to the shoulder blades, doing that arch rather than the lower back. That's it, Caroline, lovely. Good, Elaine, just keep those low feet on the floor. More to lift the head a little bit. So you're arching the back, so you're lifting the heart. Yes, so it's the top of the back. That's it. A little bit, that's it. And relax down. And again, breathing in to lift. Breathe out, hover the arms. Reach the heart forward, crown of the head away. And return. And one more of these. Breathing in to lift. Breathing out to hover and reach. That's it. Good. That's it, Elaine, lovely. And relax. If you need to sit back into a child pose in between, please do. Otherwise, take your arms out in front of you on a diagonal. You can separate your legs. And then we will do almost a cobra. So breathing out to draw the elbows in towards you. Breath in. I think drawing in the tummy button, squeezing the bottom. And if you're happy to, you can come with nice straight arms and then bend the elbows and lengthen away. So we're coming up a little bit higher. If you're feeling anything in your lower back when you're up, stay down lower. So coming up into the swan. So you're really squeezing your bum and hamstrings, thinking again, lifting the heart. So your heart is reaching away from you and bending the elbows. Two more at this level. Lifting. So you should feel a stretch from tummy button all the way up through the chest. And then down again. And this time we're going to come up. So the shoulder blades are driving down. The heart is lifting. You're thinking tall with the body. Squeeze the bottoms. And then we just bend the elbows, which means the legs will lift. So we come into our little swan dive preparation. So you're like a little rocking horse. The legs don't move. They're working really hard, keeping those shoulders nice and wide. Yes. Oh, lovely, Elaine. Good. Caroline, you might want to bring your arms slightly further in towards each other than you. And perhaps closer to your body. Yeah, that'll give you some rocking, bit more rocking action. That's it. Final time, because it's quite harsh. Good, Elaine. Good, Maud. Lovely. And then definitely sit back. Release any tension that has crept in, although I'm sure it hasn't, into your lower back. And then final one on our fronts. We'll do some hamstring curls. So you can either have the cushion or just arms crossed underneath your forehead. We'll start with lengthening one leg away as far as you can and lifting it up, thinking that lift coming from the bottom and lowering it back down. Same side for 3. So you're lengthening away, then lifting. Good. And then the other side, lengthen that other side away, stretch the leg and then lift it, taking the focus of that lift to the crease where your leg meets your bum. So 3 of those. That's it. Then back to the first side. So then straightening, lift it away, keeping it hovered, and then we do 3 hamstring curl kicks and extend away. Leg goes down. So lengthen, hover, then kick, kick, kick. I don't mind whether you have a flexed foot or pointed foot. That's it. So you're trying to keep the leg hovering. Final time, 3 kicks on that side. Good, and extend it away. Then hover and lengthen that other side, do the same thing. So we hover, lengthen that leg, then 3 kicks. Keeping it hovered, lengthen it away. And then 3 kicks. Yeah, good. It's quite difficult to coordinate. Final set of 3 on this side. And then if you're happy to, come back up onto your forearms. We'll do the same thing, squeezing the legs together. So you're having to work up through the waist, lifting the heart, pressing into those elbows and forearms again. Lift and hover those legs away. And we'll do 3 kicks and extend. Keeping the legs glued together. Oh, I have to work everything really hard. More, think taller, don't sink into those shoulders. Yes, so you're drawing up through the abdominals, lifting the heart. Tuffy, 1 more set. That's it, Elaine, good. As long as your knees aren't hurting too much. Fabulous. Then again, take your knees nice and wide, sit back into a little child pose. Or just hug your knees in to just relax. Feel that stretch. And then we've got some lovely hand and knee stuff. Elaine, do you think your knee's going to cope with it today? Otherwise, if it was hurting on Tuesday, come into the little dead bug thing. We can do some toe taps, making sure that focus is there, because it's pretty similar. I trust you. Everyone else, hands and knees, we will do the dog. That's it, Maud. So hip over knee, shoulder over wrist, find your back nice and straight, and either slide opposite arm and leg away and draw it in, or go straight into that leg lift. God, you'll see my arms are shaking. It's ridiculous. It's such hard work to keep everything stable and the pelvis on the same level. So nice and slow, breathing in to extend an arm and leg. Keep the shoulders away from the ears. Don't dip in the middle. Maud, you're dipping. No. Right, let me look. So tummy button into the spine. I think you're lifting your leg a little bit too high behind you. That's what it is. Think lengthening it away. Yes, there. And bring it down. So think how that feels and do the same on the other side, just to there. Good. That's it, Elaine. Good. Tummy button to spine, shoulders away from your ears. You'll be fine. Brilliant. Lovely, Caroline. One more on each side. Because then we're going to take it up a bit. So hopefully everyone's wrists are all right. So we're going to do our knee hovers and do a little rotation if we can. So tuck your toes under and think sucking up the abdominals without arching your back until your knees hover off the mat. And we can hold it there for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Then place them down again. So it's sort of plank preparation. We've got an extra challenge. So the challenge is obviously not to send your bum into the air or arch your back. It's just to hover off in a tiny little bit. Let's see how we're getting on. Good. So shoulders away from ears. That's it. Lovely, Elaine. Good. Good, Maud. Nice, Caroline. Brilliant. So now hover in that 5 without rocking too much. You're just going to tap one shoulder with your hand, or you just stay hovering. I don't mind. So there will be a tiny rock of the body. You're trying to do it, keeping. Oh, she says. The intention is just as powerful. I know, it's hideous. Oh, look at that, Caroline. Brilliant. Much better than me. Oh, good. One more set. So I'm going to add on. Right. This is where it gets funny. So we're going to hover. We're going to tap one shoulder, twist and send one leg out and come back. Almost like a little Russian dancer. You're trying to keep your bum low. Otherwise, keep tapping. That's it. Trust yourselves. You're all strong. So it's opposite arm and leg. That's it, Maud. It's finding the pattern. Once you've got the pattern, so Caroline, you want your left arm and right leg, I think. Yeah. Underneath leg, top arm. The leg that goes out. Excuse me. Have a little rest, everyone. Sorry. No other arm. And sit on the leg that's moving out in front. So you're sending that right leg across your body in front and sitting down. That's it. Almost. Well done. That's a little, I love that move. I've seen it a lot recently, and it's yeah, plays with your head, but it's a very strong movement to give Obviously, strength and flexibility first. Oh, that's it. That's it. Okay, let's just release the wrists because I think almost running out of time. And that was hard work. And hug an arm across the body. Release the shoulder. Good. And then change sides. Yeah, definitely sometimes it's good to play around and find different things that we can do. Then coming to sitting, we'll do one more proper rotation and stretch forward. So ideally, arms out to the side, or if you're happy or prefer, just have them crossed in front of you. And if you want your knees bent up, fine, ideally nice and tall. Breathing in to rotate, keeping the legs glued together, feet don't move. Breathing out, using those abs to suck you back to center. Breathing in to rotate so your nose stays in line with the middle of your chest. And think spiraling up to the ceiling each time. And again, think lifting the heart. More to look forward. Think heart lifting. Because you're a beautiful, strong woman. Just getting a little tired and cheating a bit. And if it's not causing shakes, you're not doing it properly. And that goes for everybody, including me. Drawing in those abdominals as you breathe in to rotate. Breathe out to center. Breathe in to rotate. And center for the final time. And I'll allow you to bend your knees up, arms straight out in front. We'll start stretching with a lovely spine stretch forward. So nodding the chin, sending the tailbone away, drawing the tummy into the body, reaching the head between the arms, and then sitting tall again. So the arms stay on the same level as they reach forward. You're getting that two-way stretch. And sitting tall. Two more. That's it, lovely. Just use this to unwind, get rid of any tension. And then take yourself back down to the mat. Nice and slowly, however you like. And we'll do our wide hip roll. So take your feet either side of the mat. Drop one knee to the floor, second knee to the first ankle, and look away. And you can have your hands behind your head if you want to get that beautiful hip flexor stretch and a little bit of cross body as well. Then breathe out, draw in the abs, and go to the other side. So focus on one knee going to the floor first, then the second knee, turning away. A little breath at that point. Breathing out, coming back up, and one more to each side. Back to center. Back over. That's it. Back to center. And we will just finish by crossing one knee over the other leg, drawing that leg in towards us. So we're getting stretch around the glute area. Just breathe there. And then extend the underneath leg towards the ceiling. Flex the foot to find a little bit of extra stretch through the back of the knee, the calf, the hamstring. Draw it in towards your body if you can. And then swap sides. Cross the other knee over the top of the other leg. Hug it in. Find as much stretch as you can. Breathe into any I was going to say pointy bits, but you know what I mean, ouchy areas. And then extend the underneath leg towards the ceiling as much as possible. Flex the foot. Draw the leg in closer. Breathe. And then gradually bend the knees. Return to the floor. Roll over onto your side and gradually come up to sitting. And you've made it through what was, I think, quite a challenging class.